Welcome back. This is Sadiq, and you are watching sadiqssolitude. Today we are drawing the Three Stooges. Care to join me? The Three Stooges was an American vaudeville and comedy team active from 1922 until 1970, best remembered for their 200 short subject films by Columbia Pictures. Their hallmark styles were physical farce and slapstick. 6 Stooges appeared over the act's run, with only 3 active at any given time. Moe Howard, born Moses Horwitz, and Larry Fine, born Louis Feinberg, were mainstays throughout the ensemble's nearly 50-year run. The pivotal third Stooge was played by, in order of appearance, Shemp Howard, born Samuel Horwitz, Curly Howard, born Jerome Horwitz, Shemp Howard again, Joe Besser, and Curly Joe DeRita. The act began in the early 1920s as part of a vaudeville comedy act billed as Ted Healy and His Stooges, consisting originally of Ted Healy and Moe Howard. Over time, they were joined by Moe's brother, Shemp Howard, and then Larry Fine. The 4 appeared in one feature film, Soup to Nuts, before Shemp left to pursue a solo career. He was replaced by his and Moe's younger brother, Jerome Curly Howard, in 1932. 2 years later, after appearing in several movies, the trio left Healy and signed on to appear in their own short subject comedies for Columbia Pictures, now billed as The Three Stooges. From 1934 to 1946, Moe, Larry and Curly produced over 90 short films for Columbia, bringing them their peak popularity. Curly suffered a debilitating stroke in May 1946. Shemp returned, reconstituting the original lineup, until his death of a heart attack on November 22, 1955, 3 years and 10 months after Curly's death of a cerebral hemorrhage on January 18, 1952. Film actor Joe Palma stood in, shot from behind to obscure his face, to complete 4 Shemp-era shorts under contract. This procedure, disguising one actor as another, outside of stunt shots, became known as the fake Shemp. Columbia contract player Joe Besser joined as the third Stooge for 2 years, 1956 to 1957, departing in 1958 to nurse his ill wife after Columbia terminated its shorts division. The studio then released all the shorts via Screen Gems, Columbia's television studio and distribution unit. Screen Gems then syndicated the shorts to television, whereupon the Stooges became one of the most popular comedy acts of the early 1960s. Comic actor Joe DeRita became Curly Joe in 1958, replacing Besser for a new series of full-length theatrical films. With intense television exposure in the United States, the act regained momentum throughout the 1960s as popular kids' fare, until Larry's paralyzing stroke in the midst of filming a pilot for a Three Stooges TV series in January 1970. He died in January 1975, after a further series of strokes. Unsuccessful attempts were made in 1970 and 1975 to revive the act with longtime supporting actor Emil Sitka in Fine's role, but they were cut short by Moe Howard's death on May 4, 1975. Mo Howard was born Moses Harry Horwitz on June 19, 1897, in Brooklyn, New York. He was the fourth of 5 sons born to Lithuanian Jewish immigrants. Mo began his show business career at a young age, appearing in vaudeville and on the Broadway stage. In 1922, he joined Ted Healy and his Stooges, a vaudeville act that also featured his brother Shemp and future Stooge Larry Fine. The act was a success, and they toured for several years. In 1934, Mo, Larry, and Shemp left Healy and formed their own act, which soon became known as the Three Stooges. The Three Stooges went on to make over 200 short films for Columbia Pictures. Their films were characterized by physical comedy, slapstick, and sight gags. The Stooges were wildly popular, and their films continue to be enjoyed by audiences of all ages. Mo Howard died on May 4, 1975, at the age of 77. He was a pioneer of physical comedy, and his legacy continues to influence comedians today. Jerome Lester Howard aka Curly Howard, was an American comedian and actor, best known as a member of the comedy team The Three Stooges. He was born in Brooklyn, New York, and was the youngest of the 5 sons of Jenny and Solomon Horwitz. He began his career in vaudeville, and joined the Three Stooges in 1932, replacing his older brother Shemp. Curly was known for his wild physical comedy, his high-pitched voice, and his trademark scowl. He was the most popular and recognizable of the Stooges, and his performances helped to make the team one of the most successful comedy acts in history. In 1946, Curly suffered a stroke that forced him to retire from the Three Stooges. He died of a cerebral hemorrhage in 1952, at the age of 48. He is buried at Home of Peace Memorial Park and Mortuary in East Los Angeles. Curly Howard is considered one of the greatest comedians of all time. He was inducted into the National Comedy Hall of Fame in 2000, and his legacy continues to inspire and entertain audiences around the world. Larry Fine, born Louis Feinberg on October 5, 1902, was an American comedian, actor, and musician. He is best known as a member of the comedy act The Three Stooges, and was often called the Middle Stooge. He was born to a Russian Jewish family in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. He began performing as a violinist at a young age. During his teenage years, he earned his living as a singer and boxer. In 1932, Fine left Healy and formed a new comedy act with Moe Howard and Curly Howard. The new act, The Three Stooges, went on to make over 200 short films for Columbia Pictures. Fine was known for his trademark curly hair, his violin playing, and his slapstick comedy. Fine retired from The Three Stooges in 1970 after suffering a stroke. He died on January 24, 1975, at the age of 72. Larry Fine was a beloved comedian who brought joy to millions of people around the world. His legacy will live on for generations to come. That's all for today. One more thing, my exam is coming up, so I might not be able to post regularly. I'll try though. In the meantime, check out our other video. There's more than 200 videos on this channel. We are also on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Pinterest, DeviantArt, Tumblr, Rumble and Odyssey. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, leave a comment and share. Until next time, take care, and do good.